Hey, it's been a while. Happy to see you. Today, let's cook, right? One of my favorite things to make when I go on my trips as a flight attendant is some chicken meatballs. They are so good. They reheat really well. It's a quick meal that I can eat between service or when landing or something. And they freeze wonderfully well. And I don't know. Let's just make them. Yeah, let's just cook. All right, we're gonna tilt down here and check it out. So to make chicken meatballs in a batch, I have 1 pound of ground chicken, 1 pound of ground hot Italian chicken sausage, and to that, we're gonna add 2 eggs. That's gonna bind everything together. This is a cup of Panko breadcrumbs. If you're gluten-free, you can leave them out or use gluten-free breadcrumbs or whatever. They really aren't required, but they do help with the consistency here. We have 3/4 of a cup of freshly grated, this is pecorino, but any type of Parmesan cheese will be fine. I think even if you had to use the shaky cheese, it would be fine here. You know what I mean, the shaky cheese? So there is some Parmesan-y kind of cheese, something like that. To add, to kind of break it down, add some moistness as they cook. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of water. We always have to have garlic and everything, right? This is about 2 cloves of garlic minced. Gotta have some herbs, right? That's a cup of chopped parsley. Delicious. This is so easy and comes together so fast, you're just gonna be amazed, right? So to add to the silky consistency to make these just, I don't know, it really adds a great mouthfeel for these. We're gonna add at least 1, probably 2 tablespoons of high quality olive oil. This is the best stuff I've ever had. It's from 43 Ranch, and a lot of our friends that are watching this know exactly who makes it. But if you need oil, this is the stuff. 43ranch.com. Don't worry, you're gonna love it. So actually, I think we're gonna empty out this entire can here. I've used it all. Boy, that's a gross noise. Okay, so now here comes the gross part. It is totally a gross part, but we all have tons of gloves sitting around at our house at this point. I would imagine you can use gloves. You don't have to. So anyway, I'm gonna get all dirty. Just go with it. You gotta get your hands, get dirty, and mix it all together. Make sure the sausage and the ground chicken are mixed, and then the egg gets in there too. Just has to be one completely unified substance by the time you're done. And yeah, you are gonna get dirty, but the payoff will be worth it. I think we're supposed to like keep talking while we make, oh shoot, I forgot pepper. I'm gonna put, oh wow, we're gonna put a lot of pepper in today. Usually about a teaspoon. I think that was about a tablespoon, but whatever, it's good. It's all fixable, it's all good. We like some spice around here, so that's fine. That looks good to me. All right. I am gonna wash my hands and I'll be right back. I'm cleaned and sanitized, and now it's time to scoop up the balls. We have our stuff, our mix. I use a scoop. This is, I think it's a number 2 scoop, like 2 ounces. You can do it by hand. You can use a great big tablespoon, a great big soup spoon, whatever it takes. This keeps it clean. Cleanish. I have a sheet pan that I've covered in foil. Foil always kind of makes me think of something kind of trashy, like people put foil in their windows or the foil hat thing. But I swear, it makes cleaning up so much easier. And our pandemic, or tilting down again. Okay, so these are not gonna grow in size, so put them as close as you can as possible. If you want them super round, go for it. I don't really give a crap. I I just wanted like little tiny things that'll heat up well, and I can stick it in my mouth in a couple bites and we're good. And then go on and do a second service. Although not many people are doing beverage service right now anyway. This is it. But it makes quite a few. And I mean, you see it's coming together really fast. We're gonna put them in the oven at a 425-degree oven, which is pretty high. But I really want them browned. So they cook quickly, so it's not gonna be an issue with them cooking, but I kinda wanna get them browned without having to saute them in a pan and then take them out of the pan and put them in the oven. So yeah, look how sloppy these are. It totally doesn't matter. Because as they cook and firm up, they're gonna stay together. Now, I could have sworn this made a lot more. I thought I was gonna fill the whole tray. Nah, whatever. It'll be just right, just fine. I'm trying to go all Bob Ross on this. Just like, oh, pretty little meatballs. If you're on a diet, like the keto diet, if you leave out the breadcrumbs, these are keto friendly. Gluten-free is good. Probably not gonna work if you're a vegan. Sorry, friends. But that's it. So what did we get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 22 meatballs. I usually portion them out into 3 meatballs per Ziploc bag. So that's quite a few meals. Grab a couple, take them on a trip. Let's put them in the oven, and then we'll come back. I'm gonna start at 20 minutes. At 20 minutes, they should be brown, and they cook really fast, so they'll be cooked. Because we added the water and the breadcrumbs, we can kind of abuse these, and we don't have to worry about them getting too tough or too dried out. Chicken especially, if you use pork or beef, which you totally can, that's when they get dried out or maybe a little too fatty. But now, because we used lean chicken and added some olive oil, we controlled how much fat we put in them, and the fat gives them like a silky mouthfeel. It's I don't know, I think they're really good. And it's pretty simple so far, right? Okay, so be right back. They're going in the oven. Okay, this kitchen smells so good. There's something about the cheese and the spices and that Italian sausage that, man, the aroma is so good. So these bad boys were in the oven for, I checked at 20 minutes and they were cooked, but they weren't brown on the outside. So I left them in for 5 more minutes. Still weren't totally brown. So I hit the broiler for 5 minutes. And this is what we got. Can you see how, shoot, I burned myself. You kind of see how brown they are and a little crispy on top. Oh my gosh, so good. So, you know, I mean, everyone knows how to use a meatball. You can either put it in some pasta or in a sandwich. But I think they're great on their own, either as an appetizer at a party or something, but I make a meal out of them on the plane. So here's a good food bag tip. Anyway, enjoy. Oh yeah, I got one out so I could taste one, just like the Food Network, right? Oh. It's actually really good. I don't think this is what you're supposed to do. It's really hot. It's really dumb. What an idiot. Okay, they're good. It tastes good and I have no tongue left. I'm letting them cool on the sheet, the cookie sheet pan, whatever you want to call it. And then they should just come right off easily, and I'll put them 3 in a Ziploc and put them in the freezer for when I fly. Anyway, alrighty, chicken meatballs, it's a good thing. Bye everybody.